happening right now. A shooter is on the loose after gunning down a female TSU student. News Channel 5's Cuthbert Langley at Vanderbilt, where the victim was taken. And Cuthbert, how's she doing this morning?
Hey, good morning, Amy. I've spoken with police and they say this woman was shot multiple times. She's 18 years old, but they are saying that she has non-life-threatening injuries, which is definitely some good news this morning. The friend she was walking with when this shooting happened was also injured. She was grazed by a bullet, but she too is expected to be okay. Here's where the shooting happened. It occurred at the 3100 block of John Merritt Boulevard. Now that's basically on the edge of TSU's campus, right there between the nurse and health buildings, as well as some apartment complexes as well. This is what the scene looked like last night around 9:30 after the shooting was reported. A spokesperson with TSU is telling me that this girl was walking back to campus when a man pulled up in a car with the intention of robbing her. Some sort of a dispute broke out, a struggle broke out between the two, and that's when the shooter in this case shot the girl multiple times in the stomach, and again, one of those bullets hitting her friend next to her. And then he drove off in his dark colored car. And that's all we really know. The girl was taken here to Vanderbilt this morning, but so far we have not really gotten much about the description of this shooter. All we know is that it's a male who drove off in that dark colored car, but that's all we know at this point. I have reached out to TSU to see if they have any update on the search for this guy or any possible descriptions that we could send out to folks to kind of be on alert this morning, but so far we have not heard anything. But again, the good news is that both girls at the center of this are expected to be okay this morning as the search continues for this shooter. For now, reporting live here at Vanderbilt Medical Center, I'm Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5 HD.
All right, Cuthbert, thank you. This is just the latest incident of violent crime on the TSU campus. A couple of weeks back, you may remember, students were placed on lockdown after gunfire was reported outside of Boyd dorm. No one was hurt. The lockdown soon lifted. The school has now set up a campus crime commission. No word, though, on how that group plans to address the violence they've seen recently at TSU. Some new developments also now tell you about with the Holly Bobo kidnapping and murder case. Jeff Piercy charged with tampering with evidence and accessory after the fact. A woman named Sandy King testified back in July that Jeff told her that his half-brother Mark had a video showing Holly being raped, but Jeff Piercy's lawyer tells us the DA did not bring up the charges to a grand jury this session. Now, that does not mean the charges have been dropped, only that they're not being pursued right now. We spoke with Jeff a few months ago, who maintained his innocence vehemently. Meantime, new information regarding Zach Adams, our partner, WTVF-TV over in Jackson, Tennessee, reports that he was indicted for trying to take meth into the Decatur County Jail back in March. Adams and Jason Autry are both charged with first-degree murder and especially aggravated kidnapping. Adams' brother Dylan also behind bars for 2 counts of rape, a crime TBI agents say that he admitted to committing the day Holly went missing from her home.
Happening today, a woman and her estranged husband will face charges for allegedly killing her fiance. The Manchester Times reports Troy King and Connie King are expected in court today. In November of 2012, Connie told police someone broke into her home that she shared with Thomas Colucci in Coffee County. She claimed that they beat her and shot Colucci, but after a several-month-long investigation, Troy King was arrested in San Diego and Connie arrested in Daytona Beach. Both are charged with premeditated first-degree murder. Investigators say the Kings were after Colucci's money. He worked in the music industry with Jody Messina and with the rock band 311.
A dead bobcat found strung up on a goalpost, and now parents, students, and administrators are concerned that maybe it's a high school rivalry gone way too far. Students discovered the animal at Tullahoma High School's football field. Bobcat, Tullahoma's mascot. Some say their rivals at Coffee County may be responsible. The football teams play each other tomorrow night. Authorities are investigating that crime because killing a bobcat out of season is a misdemeanor.
Construction is getting started on the largest development to break ground in the midtown area of Nashville. The atTSU Midtown will sit on this land on 21st Avenue. The mixed-use project will have 350 apartments and 180-room hotel, along with 40,000 square feet of retail space. Now, most of this facility will open 2 years from now. The entire project will be completed in 2017. Meanwhile, more apartments are coming to the Gulch. The developer unveiled his plans yesterday for a new 5-story building filled with high-end apartments. It's going to be called 1000 Division, which just happens to be its address. The building will be neighbors with Yazoo Brewing Company and is expected to have retail space on the bottom floor. It is slated to open in 2016.
Guess what? We're all endangered. A preservation group says the growth happening in Nashville poses a threat to the city's history. Tennessee Preservation Trust announced its 10 in Tennessee, a list of endangered properties. Many are specific sites, but this year they include all of Nashville. The list is based on nominations which come from several groups all over town. Studio A on Music Row, we've heard so much about that lately. Also changes in Printers Alley. The trust says they've never put an entire city on the list before, and they hope it makes us all realize some things are worth saving.